शेयर हो रहा है?
नहीं सर, नहीं।
अच्छा, ओके। Now you can easily visible.
जी सर।
Have you hear my voice clearly?
यस सर।
हाँ, ठीक है. So today we are going to discuss about the freeze drying, the freeze concentration or freeze drying system. So why this is came into the picture? Because we have already followed the different type of drying technique for preservation of fruits and vegetables. We also able to protect preserve the milk solid of juices, or also milk and milk powder. So still there is a need of freeze drying, because this process, you already know that this is actually carried out at very lower temperatures, and because in this we are actually carried out the process under the vacuum, and we are actually getting the product which are having more, they are actually not degraded, because when we go for spray drying, drum drying, or any type of drying method, definitely due to the heat, there may be some degradation of the protein. They may, you can say, denaturation, or you can say due to low process temperatures. Uh, so, so we are actually talking about the freeze drying concentration. So we have carried out this at a very low temperature. Due to that, we are actually able to prevent undesirable changes. You can say the chemical reaction or biochemical reaction. Biochemical reaction, which actually reduces the chances of flavor or color changes, or we can actually protect non-broying enzymatic browning, and also loss of vitamin is very much minimized by these methods. Besides that, we can also uh, observe that there is no loss of volatile aroma compounds, because of the because the liquid and vapor interfaces is actually done in the closed environment, closed equipments. So this is the beauty, that we can actually preserve the sensory quality as well as nutritional quality of the product in better way in comparison to other any technique of the drying. So freeze drying is actually slower than the conventional drying, and because this is the major drawback of this is that is required a very huge investment, because we have to create a uh, vacuum, so that we can actually go for carried out the sublimation. So energy cost for refrigeration and production of high vacuum is the main hurdle or main drawback of this freeze drying process, and used to dry expensive foods which have delicate aroma or texture, or microbial cultures. So you can hear that there are different type of freeze dried cultures which are actually available in the market for the preparation of different cultural dairy products, or you can say for manufacture of fermented dairy products. So all the cultures, all the enzymes, all are actually only preserved or only dried by the freeze drying. If we go for the other method, definitely their live organism will be destroyed. So there is no meaning of use of this culture or dried culture for the preparation of fermented dairy product. That is why we are actually applying only for those foods which are very expensive, and they need preservation of their live cells or to their enzymes activity. So they are actually carried out for that only. We can definitely we can also produce skim milk powder, or you can say different juice powder, but the reconstitution quality is also very good in the case of freeze drying in comparison to other spray drying or other methods. But here we can only drawback is that we are actually getting the cost of involvement is high in comparison to that method. So to become to commercialize any fruit powder or anything, the feasibility of the process is important. So that is why we are actually not go for drying the milk powder or other things, like you can say, not adopting the freeze drying, है ना? So, but definitely if we go for freeze drying of powder, then definitely the quality will be superior. Their flavor will be retains, and there is no discoloration we can observe in the process of freeze drying. So, what is the principle behind the freeze drying? This is this is the three process. First of all, we are actually freezing the product less than -10 degrees centigrade. So then after that we can sublimation. That is the sublimation means the changes conversion of solid without in the liquid phase, they comes into the solid. Moisture actually disappear from the foods, and they are actually becomes dried. So based on sublimation, where water passes directly from the solid state to the vapor state without passing in through the liquid state. माने बिना लिक्विड स्टेट में आए हुए, है ना, फूड प्रोसेस से हमारा सॉलिड से सीधे वेपर स्टेट में आ जाता है. And sublimation of water we can take place at pressure at temperature below triple point. Triple point we can observe either when we maintain 627 Pascal of pressure, and we can also maintaining the vacuum around 627 Pascal. Or here we can say what is the triple point. When we maintain it will becomes when we maintain at 4.579 mmHg pressure, and the temperature, corresponding temperature is 0.0099 degrees centigrade. Hana, I already told you that first of all, anything we have to dry. First of all, we have to frozen under temperature of less than 10 degrees centigrade, then subjected to high vacuum to heat, and frozen liquid sublimate, leaving only solid and dry components. Hana? So this is you can see the picture of the basic triple point here. They are actually without into the liquid state. They are actually comes into the dried product. The product is carrying moisture is actually literally disappear at triple point. This is the 627 Pascal pressure. I can say corresponding temperature is 0 degrees centigrade. But where you can see when we maintain triple point also 4.579 mmHg, and corresponding temperature is 0.0099 degrees centigrade, degrees Celsius. So this is what we can say. The sublimation is actually the product is first of all frozen around -10 degrees centigrade. Then sublimation takes place. That is carried out at 0 degrees centigrade or 0 degrees centigrade, or vacuum or partial vacuum. We can maintain vacuum less than 627 Pascal. Then third is water vapor removal. So these three is the basic behind the freeze drying. So first of all, we are actually frozen the product at -10 degrees centigrade. Then we can go for sublimation, and we can for that we are actually go for vacuum creation, and vacuum is generally created less than 627 Pascals. And as soon as sublimation is done, then the vapor is actually the liquid stage is not comes the phase of liquid is actually disappear. There water vapor is actually water vapor, and now water vapor we have to remove. So these are the things of the behind the freeze drying. We can also see the lyophilization. Freeze drying is also known as lyophilization, which is carried out at below the triple point. I have already shown you the pictures. The steps in freeze drying, we can say pre-treatment. What is the pre-treatment? Pre-treatment means method of treating the product prior to freezing. Include concentrating the product, formulation revision, and decreasing a high vapor pressure solvent, or increasing the surface area. And freezing, the product is frozen that provides a necessary condition for low temperature drying, or freezing temperature are between also 50 degrees centigrade to 80 degrees centigrade. Two type of drying we can say, primary drying or secondary drying. Primary drying is actually pressure is lowered and enough heat is actually supplied to the material, to the ice to sublimate. इतना इतना हीट देते हैं कि ताकि जो है मटेरियल में है ना फॉर आइस टू सब्लिमेट, मतलब बिना लिक्विड स्टेट में आए हुए वो फेज आ जाए. एंड दिस फेज में स्लो, इफ टू मच हीट इज एडेड the material structure could be altered. So this is the beauty of the freeze drying, is that the structure of the you can say a structure of the food component actually remain maintained. When if we are go for freeze drying or the other methods of drying, then the structure become altered. So here it can also be possible if we can provide too much heat is added and material, then the material structure can be also altered. Secondary drying is that we have to now remove the unfrozen water molecules, you can say non-condensable gases. They are actually reduces the efficiency of freeze drying also. So to remove the unfrozen frozen molecules, since the ice removed in the primary drying phase, in this the temperature is raised higher than in the primary phase to break any physical chemical interaction and that have formed between water molecules and the frozen materials. So these are the what are the equipments which is actually required for the freeze drying. We can say different type of system we have to require. One is refrigeration system, you already know. Then refrigeration system is actually provided to keep the product under frozen condition to initiate the freezing process. Another one is vacuum system, which is actually required to create vacuum, and we can maintain the triple point, where below the triple points the moisture remain will be disappear. The liquid phase is actually not comes, the product is not comes into the liquid state. And next one is control system. So these are the things we have to control very nicely by the plant. And we can also product chamber, or we can say condenser is actually required also. Then we can say different we can discuss different types. The freezer system actually that cools the condenser located inside the freeze dryer. It also cools the cells in the product chamber for freezing the product. Another is vacuum system. It consists of separate vacuum pump connected to the airtight condenser and attached product chamber. So another is control system that includes temperature and pressure sensing ability. Advanced controller by use of programming of the complete receipt and monitor freeze drying process. That is, it depends upon the application and use. So these are the components we have to discuss. And another one is product chamber and large chamber with a system of cells on which to be placed. That is also required, where we can keep the so two types. You can tunnel freezer, or you can say tray freezer. These two are actually a practice in the industry. Tray freezing, or you can say another freezing method is that tunnel freezing. Tunnel freezing is also done by the industry. Tray freeze dryer and tunnel freeze dryer is actually useful and being applied in the dairy industry. So the sublimated ice accumulates in the condenser. This requires a huge energy to remove vapor or water from the methods. So this is actually the major cost involvement in the freeze drying. And temperature of the condenser substantially below the temperature of the product. So you can see here the typical diagram of freeze drying system. So this is the tray where the product is actually kept, to which we have to actually freeze dry. And generally we can keep the tray 1/3 to 3/4. Highest 1/3 or maximum 3/4 we have to keep in the tray. And you can show here the condenser and vacuum pump is already installed here. And this is the drying chamber. So we can actually use the create vacuums and to apply the sublimation, and then we can remove the non-condensable gases through the exhausters, and we can also remove the uncondensed water. And what are the advantages? So we have already know the advantage in the beginning also, but what are the main advantages? Definitely, like other process, it is also reduce the cost of transportation, cost of shipping, because due to the lightweight. Another one is that it requires no refrigeration, so storage costs are also required. So if you go for the freeze drying, the keeping quality of even the milk powder will be quite high. And also we cannot observe any chemical deterioration in the freeze drying product. And also the flavor, aroma, color, all things are actually retained in the freeze drying. And suppose, or they are also very easily rehydrated, and they are also very easily reconstituted to make a milk. But because the cost of involvement is high, that is why we are actually not adopt this process, particularly for reconstituting of the milk. But the quality of the product will be always superior when we compared with the other method of drying. Another one is that the physical structure. Then the point must be noticed that in the case of spray drying or drum drying or any other method of drying, other we can actually apply for the grain or fruits and vegetables, the physical structure of the food is actually affected. But here in the freeze drying, the physical structure of food is become unaltered, because unchanged. So food retains the color, because all depends upon the structure. So food retains most of the color, shape, texture, and flavor when it is consumed or it is prepared for consumption. And already I told you that it is reconstituted quickly in comparison to a spray dried or drum dried or any other methods. But the cost, due to the cost, we are actually not adopted this in the industry due to the high cost involvement. So, but it reconstituted quickly and easily by adding water. Already know, and have a long shelf life when packed properly. Already know that if we are go for proper packaging, definitely we can keep the product even a 1 year, of this, and when we applied freeze drying. So this is also complete and rapid dehydration. This is already know. And first and other some of the products which are very sensitive. So if we go for freeze drying, then definitely the sensory quality of the dehydrated product will be good in comparison to other methods. And we can also observe that the little or no loss of flavor, aroma occurs during the freeze drying. And another one is that enzymatic and non-enzymatic browning, which is also being reduced by freeze drying. So when we keep the product for a longer period, because due to the reduction in the enzymatic and non-enzymatic browning, so product shelf life will be definitely more without any spoilage. And also it has also been noticed that low protein denaturation is take place because the product is carried out at less temperature. So there is no question of protein denaturation in the case of freeze drying. And we can also dry up to less than 2% of the moistures. Whereas in case of spray drying, we can actually we can reduce the moisture less than 5%. So so here we can also able to reduce the moisture less than 2%, which actually also helps in improving the shelf life or keeping quality of the products. So what are the fields where we can actually apply? We have already told you that very sensitive materials, very sensitive product we can actually apply. So we are applied this freeze drying, particularly in the biological enzymes, in the preparation of biological enzymes. We can dry by the freeze drying. Starter culture, you already know that different type of cultures, they are also freeze dry, because if we are not go for freeze drying, definitely we cannot maintain their activity. Their activity will be maintained only by the freeze drying. So because there is no effect on no effect on the bacterial survival, so we can actually also drying the cultures by the freeze drying. So fruits and vegetables, some juices, and they are also be actually also be dried by the freeze drying. There different type of beverages, dairy products. We can say we can also prepare differently. We can prepare baby foods by this method. Definitely, we can able to increase the shelf life of the product. And similarly, some meat and fish, and particularly the spices and herbs, because when we applied freeze drying for getting the flavor, or because we can only preserve the flavor, aroma, color only by the freeze drying. So this is also applied in the spices and herbal industry and bakery. It is also used in bakery and confectionaries for different type preparation of different type of dishes. So when we compare with the conventional drying, we can say in the freeze drying we can actually carry the freezing for drying process under freezing point and where in the case of conventional drying we can actually maintain the temperature 37 to even 150 degrees centigrade, 149, and even more. And conventional drying is generally carried out at atmospheric temperature. That is, the pressure is generally 760 mm Hg. Whereas the freeze drying is carried out generally we can get the critical point only reducing the pressure or reducing the vacuum 627 pascals. Here we can reduce pressure at 27 say 130 pascal also. And in conventional drying, evaporation of water from surface of foods. Here sublimation of water from the ice front. Sublimation of water from ice front. In the case of conventional drying, the movement of solutes and sometimes is hardening. Here, in the case of freeze drying, there is a minimum solute movements. Similarly, in the case of conventional drying, stresses in solid foods cause structural damage or even shrinkage. But in case of freeze drying, there is a minimal structural changes or shrinkage take place. So due to that, we can actually able to retain the flavor, color of the product. The conventional drying is very slow and it is almost incomplete rehydration, whereas the freeze drying is a rapid, complete dehydration, and we can actually dry the product even up to less than 2% moisture. Similarly, solid or porous dried particles often having higher density than the original foods. But in case of freeze drying, processed dried particles having a lower density than the original foods. So in the case of freeze drying, odors and flavor are usually maintained, whereas in case of conventional drying, there are somewhat changes, destruction of odor and flavor, and we can observe frequently abnormal. And here and in the conventional drying, the color frequently becomes darker, but in the case of freeze drying, the color usually remains the same. And in the case of conventional drying, we can actually reduce the nutritive value of the product, because this process has hampered the different due to the heat. There may be damage of the protein, damage of the vitamins. So definitely the nutritional value will be lesser in comparison to the freeze drying. We can actually maintain almost all the nutrients in the freeze drying. So the main drawback of freeze drying is that the costs are generally high. You can say 4 to 5 times more than the conventional drying, but the conventional drying cost is very low. So these things we have to discuss Another one is quality of freeze dried foods. है ना? What are the quality of freeze dried foods? The oxidation of the lipid is the major quality concern of freeze dried products. So foods should be packed in a oxygen permeable containers. है ना? So it should be kept in mind that because in the when we dried the freeze dried product, the oxidation of fat is the major concern. So foods which retains particularly higher lipids or fat should be packed in a oxygen permeable containers. है ना? So these two. So another one is that non-enzymatic browning. Non-enzymatic browning means, है ना? So you all already know the two type of Maillard reaction and caramelizations. They are actually take place, and when particularly in the high heated product, lactulose is actually formed, है ना? Whereas in case of freeze drying, there is no such type of formations, and lactulose is also responsible for the preservation of that product also. But here non-enzymatic browning that causes browning causes food product to appear brown in color and have off flavor, and also at the same time they are actually loses the nutritional value what they retain in the initial product. So these things we have to discuss, and if you have any query, we can ask. Rajkumar?
Yes, sir.
Now you have to tell if you have any query, you can ask. So this is that is very simple, and you can also know that beside freeze drying, we can also go for freeze concentration. Freeze concentration is also being done because there are three things we have to keep in mind. First is removal of water as a vapor by the evaporation at reduced pressure in the first freeze concentration. Another one is removal of liquid by either by the reverse osmosis, or third one is removal of a solid by the freeze concentration. So these 3 points for concentrating of milk solid is also kept in the mind. And freeze concentration is generally done. First of all, we are actually taking feed. Feed means you can take milk, or you can take a starter culture, whatever you are going to freeze concentration. First of all, we are go for freeze, taking feed, then we can go for crystal nucleation, and after that crystal growth take place, and we can go for separation. And separation, they have to actually remove the ice, and remaining are concentrate. So these are the freeze concentrate. We can freeze concentrate. In the case of a spray drying, we are actually concentrating the to milk solid up to 42% total solid here. But in the case of drum drying, we are actually retaining the total solid 16 to 22%. Here in the freeze drying also, freeze concentration also, we can keeping the total solid 16 to 19%. So here we can also do for the freeze drying, and then the remaining process of freeze drying is same. So this is actually also freeze concentration is also applied to at a very reduced temperature. That is why we can also minimize the any nutritive loss of the product, and we can also reduce the non-enzymatic browning and browning reaction in the product. So which actually improve the shelf life of the product, because there is no structural changes in the product. Due to that, we can actually maintain the flavor, color, aroma in the product. So these are the beauty of also the freeze concentration. So we can also go for that one. If you have any query, we can ask. And also in the case of a spray drying, suppose you can dry the powder by the spray drying, then you have to adopt another method which is called instantization. So to make the powder instant soluble, we are actually go for another technique after the spray drying of the product, to make the powder instant soluble. But in the case of freeze drying, you have to no go for any instantization, because this type of powder is easily reconstituted. The mainly drawback is that the cost of the freeze drying is relatively higher. That is why in the most of the plants they are actually no go for adopting this type of practices. But in the case of different type of products, I have already told you that biological enzymes, starter cultures, different type of high quality juices, they are actually required. Some spices or herbs which have a cost very high. So you can hear that some of the spices and herbs, they are even charging 4 to 5 times more cost than the others. Why? What is the reason behind that? Because this is the technique by which we can actually retain the peculiar flavor or aroma of the herbs or spices. So the cost of the that will be the much higher. That is why you can also hear that some one person from the India, they are actually selling their produce at 4 times higher. 4 times higher cost than the normal cost of the spices or herbs. So some of the technique we can retain the flavor and aroma of the product of the spices and herbs by the freeze drying. Have you any query?
No.
कुछ पूछना है तो you can ask.
तो सिलेबस भेज दीजिएगा.
सिलेबस तुम्हारे पास नहीं है?
मोबाइल में नहीं मिल रहा.
अच्छा.